Hey guys, now I've been in the NFT space for a year now and I have seen lots of projects come and go, and there are lots of common marketing mistakes which I believe that creators make, and actually by tweaking those mistakes and making them into more positive things, you can actually do your project a lot more service. And I'm going to go through the top 3 that I think are going to be really important but also really easy to change as well. We're going to go from number 3 through to number 1, and I have to say number 1 is the most important one today, so make sure you stick around for it. We're going to deep dive into each and every one of these. Let's get to it. Okay, so number 1, you may have seen in the news recently that there have been issues with certain projects that have been very well known, very highly publicized, and where founders have come out and they've talked about the fact that in previous projects, they haven't really delivered for the community. And knowing what you are, whether or not you are a project or you are a brand, is going to be the key to making sure your project's got some longevity. And I know that loads of people don't make this distinction, and it is a common mistake. And knowing who you are is so important. Now, the project I am referring to is Azuki. Now, in the last few weeks, we saw the founder of Azuki come out and say that he was part of 3 previous projects, all of which he felt they delivered on. So why are people getting annoyed that essentially they were seen as some sort of rug pull? And well, if they haven't given clarity to the community and people have invested their hard-earned cash into these projects, what do you expect? So it is so important that you take your time to establish for your future wallet holders exactly what type of project you are. Are you a project? Do you have a beginning and an end to this? Are they going to have a deliverables of a certain amount of utilities? Is that it? Is that all you're going to be offering? You need to be transparent. If you are in it for the long run and you are seeing longevity in what you're doing, and you're here for not just next year, but the year after and the year after and year after, you need to tell your community that you will be an evolving brand, because people will be investing in you and people will be putting their cash down thinking that you will be there for the long run. And if we don't have enough clarity within the space, you need to make that clarity. It is so important. It will put you in the realms of being a trustworthy and reliable project. And this, if you just keep communicating that, will be incredibly useful for your community. Now, marketing tip number 2 that I think a lot of people actually make mistakes on is their lack of consistency. And I want you to think about changing this. Now, what do I mean by lack of consistency? Well, it's really, really simple. Consistency in any form of marketing is key. You need to keep getting your message out. And if you think about which platforms we use to get our messages out here in the NFT space, it's Twitter, it's LinkedIn, and it's Discord. People need to be kept up to date, and people are following multiple accounts on Twitter and multiple accounts on Discord, so they will forget all the key components of your particular project every now and again. So you need to keep reminding them of this. Far too many times creators forget to do this. They put a tweet out once and think that that's it, that everyone will have seen it. Well, if you're in a different time zone to someone in the United States or the APAC region, they might not have seen this at all. So you need to be able to make sure that with your communications, you are consistent and you are giving them the message over and over again. Obviously, don't be annoying, but obviously give them what they want and make sure that they know exactly what you're about and those key messages that you're needing to get to your community again and again. Maybe it's every couple of hours that you need to do it. Maybe it's just once every day for a week. So you just make sure you hit all those different time zones. Any of those options are going to work. You know your community, you know your people, and you need to know how to deliver in the best way for them. And coming up next is going to be one of the most important things that you need to consider, and one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people do when it comes to launching their projects and also keeping their projects consistent as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But I do just very quickly want to say that please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because not only are you getting value from this particular video, I've got loads of other videos on the channel that will really help you strengthen your journey in the NFT space as a creator, as an investor, as someone new to the space as well. There will be something for everyone. But stay tuned. Coming up next, we've got something definitely worth waiting for. Oh, Hello, you've just caught me on another NFT break. Well, whilst I've got you here, I just wanted to let you know that we're really pleased to say that we've partnered with the Tezos ecosystem for this video. Tezos is the blockchain that you can build, play, and collect on, and its ecosystem is home to developers, creators, and innovators from all around the world. It's also super environmentally friendly with an average energy footprint of just 17 global citizens. Now, knowing that, along with low gas fees and sustainability through innovation, you can rest assured that this is a green, clean blockchain. And don't just take my word for it. Some of the world's biggest brands are building their futures on Tezos, including Ubisoft, the New York Mets, Red Bull Racing, McLaren F1, and even Manchester United. So a huge thanks to the Tezos ecosystem for partnering with us on this video. And if you want to find out more about the Tezos blockchain, then make sure you check out all of the links in our description box below. But for now, let's get back to business. Okay, so the third and final and possibly the most important thing that I think is what a lot of creators are missing is this point, is the fact that a lot of creators, particularly new creators, they are so focused on promoting the art that they forget to talk extensively about the utility behind it. Now, this does not apply to one-of-one artists who are here just selling artwork as NFTs. That's a totally different ballgame because you're buying into you as an artist. If you're giving a bit of utility, added bonus, love it. Keep doing what you're doing and just keep reminding people of that. But if you are a 10,000 piece PFP or 5,000 or 2,000 piece PFP collection, you have a responsibility for that token being an access token to lots of different utilities. And if you have a utility that disrupts the space and is going to make you stand out, you need to hammer that point home and think about all the different creative ways in which you can do that. Could you create a trailer around these utilities? Can you keep talking about them on spaces? Can you be tweeting about them on a regular basis? Reminding us what we're getting, that return on investment, that added value for being part of your community and being part of a community that is going to be delivering for you, like I said in point one, not just for a project basis with a beginning and an end, but forever and ever and ever as an evolving brand. There is so much that I know that you are going to want to offer your community. Please make sure you communicate that and focus on it. Make sure that when you start minting, you allocate your funds so that you know that you can deliver on these utilities. This is what people are buying in for, and this is what they're investing their money in. Remember, you are a business and the people buying your NFTs are your shareholders. So they want to know that they're getting exceptional value, and you need to keep communicating that that's exactly what they're going to get. Well, I hope you found that useful. It is a bit of a whistle-stop tour of exactly what I think a lot of people do really wrong in the space, and they're very simple to chop and change and to make so much better. Sometimes within this space you can get overwhelmed. Things are happening so fast, there's so much going on, and you feel like you need to deliver for your community again and again. But don't lose sight of what's important. Communication is key, and making sure you really communicate those key deliverables for your project is going to make it even stronger. Now, if you need any more help with your project, and maybe you've minted and you're thinking, why haven't I sold out? Well, this video is really going to help you with it. It's going to identify the things that you can do post-mint to make your project stronger. I hope it helps. Don't forget to check out the channel and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.